What?
If we're talking about Powerpuff Girls, I find him to be a far more compelling villain than Mojo Jojo. I just find Mojo Jojo funny.
I was like, who are you? Wait, him? Who are you talking about? Oh, the character named him, capital H. Isn't he supposed to be like weird Satan or something?
Yeah, but the times when him is a villain, one, the actor does a great job of making him unsettling, and two...
Oh, he's not a villain! His favorite had no walking animation.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Okay.
Wait. There are 3 villains in that game. 2 of the villains are not really villains, but they're both enjoyable characters by the time you get through the game. One, who is the villain, has almost no personality.
And he's introduced... You don't get to see...
Too late into the story.
The character with no walking animation? No. He's a fine favorite character. That's fine. He's not the villain. He's an antagonist. Barely. What are you doing?
If you put your hands just the right way, you can play like...
Right, the Gersfleur. Oh, is he talking about Sarah?
Yeah. Well, it's a she.
Can't do it.
It's an old lady.
Yeah.
She has a very pronounced jaw.
But him and...
She's old.
Okay.
In 2 of the cases,
being old makes you manly.
The examples him brings to the table are very effective episodes. Where, actually, if we're playing the Powerpuff Girls game, to some extent, one of the best villains is Bubbles for one episode. It's actually my favorite episode of the series.
I see this here now. Oh, she can read the historic language.
Let's see here.
Can't they just say Volume 1 and Volume 2? Why are we going on a quest just to get some history books? Long ago, Claria was created in... It was displayed in the Temple of Solomon as a monument to prosperity, but suddenly disaster struck. In the shadow of that prosperity, evil had grown. Just evil. And brought with it the seeds of suffering. It struck with all-consuming fury, and in the wake of its demon hordes, even the fair land of Celcida became as ash. So just some generic evil thing happened just because. But even if all were to actuate, the prosperous and the suffering alike, the twin trees and twin moons would forever watch over this land.
I don't know if anyone else...
That didn't say anything, did it?
Logo, do you watch a lot of movies?
Oh, Frieza.
Frieza?
No.
Frieza's memorable, but I don't find him to be a good villain.
I like Cell. If we're going for DBZ villains, Cell.
I would totally hug you if that was something I did.
Cell, I would say, more embodies an ultimate villain than any of the other villains.
I think
I think the charisma that he brings to the table is better than that of Frieza.
I think Frieza was a good villain. Vegeta was a good villain when he was a villain.
Frieza's an iconic villain, but I don't necessarily consider him to be
I guess his personality is a bit just, I am just completely evil.
Yeah. He wants to...
But no, his ego is very memorable ego.
Because the thing is, Frieza's whole thing is he just wants to destroy planets for the fun.
No, he sells planets. He's a planet trader.
He destroys them too.
He destroys planets
when they're of no use to him.
Yeah.
He's a conqueror.
The people there were getting in his way, and what he wanted there was no longer there. And he was trying to kill one person, so he's just going to destroy the planet.
He's a conqueror.
Yeah, he's not even a conqueror. He's a merchant.
Oh. Yeah, but again...
He was based off of...
But the thing is...
the land sharks in Japan.
Okay, let's say you watch it one time. What you're going to remember is he blew up 2 planets. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's probably a little more than that.
See, Cell, his whole drive is he wants a challenge. That's his whole drive, which is at least a reasonable thing. It's just his execution shows his little self-control means he's willing to just kill people because
he's ultimately just a big baby.
Yeah.
Vegeta was also a good villain when he was a villain. Because he was a villain.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he was a great villain when he was a villain. He was kind of boring as a villain. Oh. He was okay as an anti...
Nappa was a better...
My vision of Nappa is forever stained by Team 4 Star.
Logo, have you watched many movies? Oh, no, not... Okay, I saw that. For those who have seen it, a really good villain is Anton Segura from No Country for Old Men.
That's too classic.
Classic? It's from like the 2000s.
Yeah, but it's like a modern classic.
Javier Bardem does such a good job in that role, and that character is as evil can be, in a way that you've got to respect how well it's done. Vegeta, look, it's a Pokemon. It's a Team 4-star reference.
Yes, it is. Oh, GLaDOS! I was going to mention that. Yeah, GLaDOS!
GLaDOS is a good example of a good villain.
And it's a good villain song, too. That's not really a villain song, it's just a song by a villain.
Yeah.
If we're going by entertaining villains, which I haven't been doing because I'm trying to think of ones where their evil is impressive to me in how it's expressed through the medium. But if we're going by entertaining villains, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, the dude?
All three of them. The villains in that are very entertaining.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen the entirety of the overworld.
You beat the game! Sorry.
Unless it's a second overworld that I haven't seen yet.
The villain in The Departed is very good.
Because it already has me going back up to the, I think up the mountain to go to the thieves' den to that door behind them. So that's the next place for me to be.
Let's see. Princess Maker 2. That is correct.
So, Facebook changed their movies.
Facebook does not have a villain.
No. Well, Facebook changed the way their movie pages worked. It used to be you had a watch page and a want to watch, and that you could rate movies you'd seen from 1 star to 5 star. Then they got rid of the ability to rate, and now they've merged what you watched and what you want to watch into one page. So now it looks like I've watched a bunch of movies I haven't, and now I don't remember which order everything is in on the page.
You've been kind of quiet, Izzy. What are some of your favorite villains?
That's complicated and...
Oh, you found the thieves.
The main villain of The Usual Suspects is very good.
I'd say Osborn makes a great villain normally.
It depends on which Osborn, though, doesn't it?
This is true. That is true. There are Osborns.
I mean the main 616 Osborn.
Harry or Norman?
Norman.
Because they both can be villains, right? One's just more prone to it.
Let's see. I saw another one here that I was going to list.
I mean, Osborn will be a villain. He made an Avengers team and wore an Iron Man suit. He was the original Iron Patriot.
He was?
He was.
I don't think I have comics where he's the Iron Patriot, and I think I got him from the start, or I thought I got them from the start.
Before that, he was the Green Goblin, but he died and eventually came back and decided, and then he became the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the leader of...
Who keeps putting this guy in positions of power?
Crazy people. And, I mean... He made an Avengers team out of villains, including Venom as their Spider-Man, and a clone of Wolverine, that's a chick, I don't remember her name. Basically, he remade the Avengers.
But bad.
They went around saving people until eventually Osborn got mad and was just like...
You know what? You guys are villains. Go away.
No, he got mad and was like, I'm going to take over Asgard. Because it's Norman Osborn.
The villain of Leon the Professional is a very good villain, played by Gary Oldman, and is so greatly performed. The Jigsaw Killer is a terrible villain.
He's bad.
Mirage from the Aladdin animated series.
I'm not familiar with that one, but I should be.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I mean, she enjoyed creating puzzles and
What'd you think of Jafar?
traps.
He was a
Jafar was
ham.
okay.
He was a ham, and I can appreciate a ham.
Yeah, the kitty lady.
I can appreciate a kitty lady.
The villain in Eagle Eye, and the only reason I'm saying this is because it's very similar to the villain in 2001: A Space Odyssey, who's very similar to a different villain that I told Shin really quietly a minute ago. How about Mewtwo in the first Pokemon movie?
I can get behind that, even though I've only seen the butchered English version.
Because
But
he
I like
has almost as much of a character arc as anyone in the movie.
not that anyone else really has a meaningful character arc.
It can't mean anything. He wipes their minds at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have negative character arc.
Yeah, he has the most character arc because he's the only one who has a character arc. But
That can
it's
talk.
not a bad one.
I have a lot of films on here that have very unconventional, like, non-villain plots.
You still haven't said much on the matter.
Well, that's because there's other people talking, and I won't talk over anybody. It's not in my nature.
Well, I'm inviting you to talk.
Yeah, go for
So
it.
you're not talking over anyone.
I mean, you guys seem more into the conversation than I am.
Well, yeah, so I was inviting you in. Well, you can't force someone to speak.
Over the Hedge. I like the villain. Well, I like one of the two villains in Over the Hedge.
The squirrel or the bear?
Me.
It's neither. It's the right.
Oh.
Don't spoil it.
You're the one who said it!
No, I'm not listing them aloud. I'm not naming
Yeah, you
characters.
did.
Let's see. That's definitely because I like the hero, not the villain. Like, the hero is very cool.
Bethesda.
They are one of the worst villains, and they're a villain in reality, so
Are they?
They've done villainous things.
I mean,
they're a company. It can't be helped.
I agree.
I mean, technically, at this point, we are a company. We just haven't made any money.
Do we have any copyrights?
I do. I have a lot of art of me that's copyrighted, written.
Did you copyright me? You better not have.
I think I might have actually copywritten you at least once.
So, I guess I live here now. That's how it works.
I own Shin Majin.
Did it again. Oh, but this time I can fix it now. Ha! I'm learning how to control my accidental screen stuffs.
The what?
Is the accidental screen stuff. You know, for kids.
What?
Although I personally don't remember it very well because I saw the movie so long ago, apparently the villain in The Hunchback of Notre Dame is one of the best villains in a Disney film.
Lodo?
Frollo.
No, Frollo. It rhymed.
He did burn people's houses while looking for gypsies.
And he's saying
He was
about
going to burn a woman alive,
and he's saying about hell and stuff as,
For
as he,
tempting him.
he burned and was bad.
even though she wasn't expressly trying to tempt him.
He also makes a bad father.
The villain of the first Pirates of the Caribbean is very good. I very much enjoyed both the actor's portrayal and that villain.
He was a bad guy.
I didn't even know you'd seen the Pirates movies.
He is a pirate. No, not really. He isn't.
I mean, you're more of a pirate than he is. You've shown it on the stream before.
Shh.